All right. Hey guys, I'm live. Welcome to the stream. I didn't advertise it all, so there's probably no viewers in the stream right now, but this is going to go up later as a recording for you guys to watch. So yeah, welcome. And this is the first ever stream. I would like to stream every Monday night. It's currently 8:30 Eastern time because I live in New York. So yeah, I would like to stream every Monday. Today, we're going to be talking about non-dualism and the five koshas. It's kind of going to be about what we've been making our videos about Tibetan Buddhism and, manifestations and dreams and all of that fun stuff. So I've got my sketchbook here, and I just wanted to show you guys my idea for how this all works. So I'm going to go ahead and sketch this out for you guys on the computer, see if I can figure that out. What else? Yeah, so really, I'm going to try to do these every week just so I can talk to you guys and see what's up. I'm going to want to cover any research that's coming out in the consciousness space. If there's any new like consciousness research, AI research, any new news about the ancient civilizations and all of that. There's the whole ancient civilizations YouTube with Graham Hancock and Flint Dibble and Jimmy Corsetti, Bright Insight. There's a lot of others. There's this new guy, what is his name? Michael something, but that I've been watching. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the ancient civilizations space. What is it? The comet impact theory, a lot of other stuff. I did a video about that like 2 years ago, but I still follow all that, so I'll be talking about that in addition to consciousness, in addition to future technologies, things like that, or just general, conspiracy theory type stuff. I love that stuff, so we could be talking about that on here. Of course, I'll be taking any questions that you guys have in the chat, and I might also go ahead and answer some questions from previous videos that I might want to address further that you guys have left in the comments, because I read all the comments. I really appreciate all the support that you guys have for me, have for the channel. Speaking of support, somewhere around here I have my monetization letter, which was very exciting, and I finally got monetized on the channel. So hopefully, if people keep watching, I could get some money from this. I don't know, but anyways, today we are going to be. Let's get into the topic for today, which is non-dualism. Now, I have been really into non-dualism for, I don't know, like the past 5 months, and I've been reading a few different books on it. Let's see if I have any books within arm's length. Of course, this one, which I showed you guys in one of the videos, which is the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Now, this isn't the official version. This is like a translation and then like a retelling of the translation. So I'd like to read the official version. But yeah, this is a very good book. I will recommend it. I want to set up like an Amazon affiliates link, so you guys can check out all of the books that I have read that you guys can, go ahead and read for yourself. I did get an email about that. Someone was asking for a book list. So that's really cool. Shout out to you. So yeah, enough chat. Oh, someone commented, as I don't know what your name is, I'm just willing. Thanks to let to respond. Okay, that's kind of a jumbled mess, but my name is Mateo. I have a few other channels on YouTube. You can go ahead and check my link tree on my channel page if you'd like to see some of my other channels. I have like a vlog channel called Mateo Sky. So if you want to see like more of this kind of content, you can go ahead and check that out. So yeah, Thanks for stopping by, and let's get into it. So I'm gonna try to figure out. Let's see. Can I share my screen here? Share screen, and we'll just go ahead and do the entire screen. Whatever. Got nothing to hide. So, all right. So let's do this. Put this over here just so I can still see the chat. There we go. All right. So non-dualism and the 5 koshas. So, where to start? All right, so here's my drawing. I'm just gonna go ahead and redraw this and kind of let you guys know what I was thinking about this. So, obviously we see things with our eyes. We're probably most familiar with the sense of sight in terms of like all of our senses. We use sight the most. So I'm just going to start with sight in terms of how information comes to us from the outside world. So let's draw a little eyeball here. And forgive me, I'm like drawing on my computer. Okay, so this is like someone's eye here. Right? Maybe let's give them blue eyes. Okay? Now, light, it comes into your eyes in the form of whatever, photons, right? So let's say we have a photon coming in. Actually, it would be more like this because it's a wave. So let's make it a little wavy. Okay, and here is your photon. Whoops, which is, oh my goodness. This program's a little difficult to write with, but it's light, which is a photon, and it's coming in. And this is how we see, right? But what happens after that light goes into our eyes? Well, it gets filtered. First, it gets, what is the word? Condensed? No. Focused down into your cornea, I believe. I have to read up on my science of how vision works. But right, just imagine it gets focused down and then it goes into your brain. So here is kind of the wires of your brain, right? But once it goes to your brain, now we're going to talk about the koshas. So stay with me here, all right? So there's 5 koshas. The 5 koshas are 5 koshas. And a kosha is like a sheath. It's like a body. And we have the physical body, we have energy bodies, we have our mental or emotional body, we have our wisdom kind of body, like our intuitive body. And lastly, we have our bliss body. So let's go ahead and write that down. So we have our physical, and these are sheaths, or bodies. I really should have a second screen for chat here, but so again, physical, we have our energy body, we have our mental / emotional body, there we go. We have our wisdom / intuitive. And your wisdom and intuitive body can also be kind of considered like your conscience as well. And lastly, we have your bliss body, which is just pure consciousness. Now, information from the outside world has to get filtered through each of these bodies before it becomes manifested within your mind's eye. So, and if you don't know what your mind's eye is, it's basically your imagination, the things that you see, right? Because you don't actually see the outside world, you just see a simulation of the world within your mind, and that's what your mind's eye is. So it has to go through um, all of these koshas, all of these filters before it is actually seen and manifested within your mind. So the first one that this information goes through, how could we do this? Maybe let's do it in blue. So here's like a filter, right? And the information is coming through the filter. Draw one more. And each filter changes the information ever so slightly, right? So the first one is your body or your physical. Again, forgive me for my handwriting. So that's the first one. That's like literally your physical eye and your physical, your cornea, your actual neurons that are sending the information through. That gets filtered through that body. Next, the information goes through your energy body. Now, your energy body, oh, I can change the colors. We'll just do all blue though. Go away, please. And red. There we go. Now, your energy body, actually, I don't have to do these. So your energy body is how you're feeling, and it can change depending on how much sleep you've gotten. It can change depending on if you're excited, maybe something big just happened, like let's say you got a package in the mail and you weren't expecting it, maybe it came a day early. All of a sudden you're like, whoa, super excited, right? That was your energy body reacting. Or maybe you got some terrible news and then all of a sudden, boom, you're depressed, you're feeling down, lethargic, um, whatever it is, right? That's your energy body reacting to the world. Um, yeah, so again, the outside world comes in, filtered through your physical, then it goes through your energy, and then it goes through your mental and emotional. So let's go ahead and write that. And we'll just do an E. And then it goes through mental / emotional. And we could just do a single line just to save on time here. So again, information comes through, it goes through your physical body first. It has to obviously be received by your body. Next, it depends on how you're feeling through your energy body. That will change how you perceive the world. Next, it goes through your thoughts. And so with your thoughts comes, trying to make sense of the information coming in. So like I can see this camera, I recognize this as a camera. I don't just see like this black little oval, which is what my camera looks like. I recognize it as a camera. It has a form. I have experiences with cameras. I've used this before. I know what it is. But if I didn't know what a camera was, it would just be this black blob in front of me that I would be confused about. I would be inspecting and looking at, and it has this light on it. I don't understand what it is. But because I have all of this prior experience living in the world, I know what it is and I can recognize it. And because of that, when I look away, even though I'm not looking at the camera still manifests as a camera to me because I am familiar with it. Forgive me again if I'm not explaining this perfectly. Is again, first time, just trying to um, get my thoughts out there and practice communicating and live streaming and all that. So yeah, that is your mental and emotional. And also a lot of times how you're feeling emotionally can change how you see the world. So if you're feeling depressed, then you're only going to see the negatives in the world. Like you know, oppositely, if you're feeling very happy and cheerful, then you're going to look around and notice all of the positives in the world and say, wow, how lucky I am to be in this room. Wow, the weather is so beautiful outside. Maybe it's raining, but you're in a good mood, and so you're like, wow, I love the rain. I love the smell of rain, the coolness that it brings. Whereas maybe if you're depressed, you're like, oh, it's cloudy and it's dark and that's what you notice. So really, your emotional state will change what you notice in the world. And really, all of these different states, your physical, your energy, mental, emotional, your next wisdom, all of them will change how you see the world. And that's really important. And I'll get to more on that in a second. So next is your wisdom or intuitive body, sometimes also known as your conscience. Now, this is where Taoism comes in. And if you don't know what Taoism is, it's basically a philosophy from the East, mostly in China, I believe. And Taoists follow this thing called the Tao, which is your path. Do I have the Taoism book here? Yeah, let me grab the book really quick. Here it is. The Tao Te Ching, Tao or Tao Te Ching as well, I think, for Taoism or Taoism, however you want to pronounce it. But this is a philosophy that basically talks about what it's like to be in the zone. Now, if you don't know what it means to be in the zone, it's basically this state that you enter when here in about an hour. Mateo, I'm sorry, my suffering. Huh. Okay. Um, is an Optiman. Well, thank you for your support. Yeah. So where was I? Yeah, Taoism. Yeah, so it talks about being in the zone, right? And it's kind of like just knowing when everything just feels right. It's kind of hard to describe, so I'm going to go ahead and read a quick passage from the Tao Te Ching, and you'll see what I mean when I mean it's hard to describe here. Um, let's see. Let's just open to a random page and let's do a short one. Okay, this is poem 21 from the Tao Te Ching. The master keeps her mind, always at one with the Tao. That is what gives her her radiance. The Tao is ungraspable. How can her mind be at one with it? Because she doesn't cling to ideas. The Tao is dark and unfathomable. How can it make her radiant? Because she lets it. Since before time and space were, the Tao is. It is beyond is and is not. How do I know this is true? I look inside myself and see. Very, very mystical stuff here. Yeah, very. Here's one. Here's a good one. Act without doing, work without effort. That's really the basis of Taoism is you want to act in a way that just feels completely natural to your true purpose and your true self. And that's really what wisdom is, that's what intuition is, and that's kind of what your conscience is as well. I feel like we're more familiar with conscience in the West. But yeah, so that is what your wisdom or intuitive body is in terms of the five koshas. And reality also gets filtered through that body as well before it is manifested. So, next up, lastly, and I'll do this, let's pick a different color. Let's do purple. Is your bliss body. And let's go back to blue. Now, your bliss body is where, it's just pure consciousness. It is where you're closest to source consciousness. If you kind of believe that, here's like the ocean of consciousness, right? This represents everything. Give a little wave. This is all conscious beings, and here's you. You are kind of a piece of this ocean, and your bliss body is this connection point to pure source consciousness. It is what many believe you will return to after you die. I'm still kind of formulating my beliefs on that. Let me know what you think about that, but that's just kind of my understanding of it. But it's the most pure form of consciousness, and it's pure love, it is pure bliss, hence why it is called your bliss body. Now let's see if I can move all of this over. Oops. Undo. Maybe this hand symbol. Nope. Got it. Whoop. Maybe if I use my cursor. What does that say? Press spacebar or mouse wheel. Oh, okay. Maybe I can zoom out. Okay. So after it goes through all of your bodies, then the information gets filtered down into your mind's eye. So it kind of came in, and now it gets condensed again. And here is what you see. Now let's just say you're looking at a sunset. Let's draw a little sunset here for everybody. Shining down on the water. Okay, and we'll do a little sky. All right, so this is, whoops. Your mind's eye. Your mind's eye, also called third eye. No, not also called your third eye. Your third eye is kind of something different. I could talk about that later on. But your mind's eye is basically what you see. Like, you don't see the outside world, you see it within your head, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so we think that we just passively kind of see the outside world, like the information comes in and then we see it. But really it goes through, like I said, it goes through each of these filters. And this is key if you want to start practicing manifestation, because manifestation is where you control the outside world. And the way to do that is to change these filters. So if you can change your physical body, your energy body, mental, emotional, wisdom, debatably, you can't really change that, and bliss body, can't change it too much. You can just be more in tune with your wisdom body or your bliss body. But you can change your physical body, energy body, and mental slash emotional body. And by changing that, you will change your perception of the outside world. And that is what I was getting to on the second half of my drawing here. So let's move this. Whoops. Got to use my mouse. Let's move this and go back to here. So if we imagine this, here's the outside world, right? Here's the outside world. Now, the outside world, like we said, goes through each filter. And then it creates your inside world, what you see, what you perceive. Ooh, getting tight here. There we go. But if you change your filters and you change your mindset around this, you can change your inside world to then change and affect the outside world. So reality can kind of go the other way around. Because they are one. The outside world and the inside world, there is no separation between the two. They're actually one. And that is the main idea behind non-dualism. That is the main idea behind, the idea that life is a dream. Because in the same way that we manifest our realities in our dreams when we sleep, we also manifest our realities when we are awake. It just works a little bit differently. And I'll get more specific about that in my next video where I talk about manifestation. Hopefully coming out Wednesday. Thank you. I did have a good Easter yesterday, and I hope you had a good Easter as well. Joram Arentved. Hope I said that correctly. And anyone else watching, I hope you had a good Easter as well. So here's the inside world. And here's your outside world. And like I said, one affects the other, and this affects the other. They both equally affect each other. And it may sound kind of controversial to say that they equally affect each other, but it's really, really true. And you have to understand this if you want to get anywhere in manifestation. You just have to understand that it takes a little bit more time for your inside world to affect the outside world, especially as a beginner in manifestation. And I'm still a beginner with this, and I'm still learning. So as you integrate both of these, and as you understand how this works, and as you understand that the outside world is a manifestation of your own mind, then you will be able to bring the two worlds together. And if you truly reach a perfect non-dualistic practice, you will be able to live in a single world. And that is non-dualism. So that is at least my interpretation of non-dualism. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this is my first live stream, so I'm still pretty new at this. I can go ahead and let's zoom out really quick so you can see this whole thing. There it is. So let me know what you guys think about this. I'm going to be doing a more condensed version of this in my next video. Hopefully that'll be out Wednesday or later this week. I've got to record tomorrow and then edit and, and do all that stuff. But yeah, I'm still learning. Let me know if I got anything wrong about non-dualism, if you have been practicing um, this for longer, or if you have any tips for me. And yeah, hope you all have a good rest of your night. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Let's stop sharing. There we go. So I hope you guys all have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next live stream next Monday night. Peace out, guys. Stay curious.